Triple Triad is arguably one of the best mini games in any Final Fantasy ever. Oh man, but there's one rule that makes collecting all the rare cards so much more of a chore than it actually needs to be. It's the random rule. There are other rules which make the collection of cards kind of tricky as well, and this series of videos will teach you how to abolish them. So I just finished playing the remaster of Final Fantasy VIII. My favorite Final Fantasy ever. Absolutely loved it. Streamed the whole thing. My Twitch channel right here. If you guys want to discuss this video, rule abolishing in general, just come on through, man. Link right there. So I decided to break this series of videos up into regions. So if you guys need to, abolish a rule in this specific place or in that specific place, there'll be a video for that place. Makes it nice and easy. Now the best time to start rule abolishing is actually near the beginning of the game. Basically after you have started the Queen of Cards quest in Bolom and you have sent her to Dollet. The default rules in Dollet are elemental and random. So here's how to abolish the random rule in Dollet. Now be sure to follow these steps exactly, because if you don't, it will not work. Now firstly, to perform a rule abolishing, you must be carrying a rule set that is different from where you want to abolish. So for Dollet, you want to pick up the rule set from Timber, and you can do that by heading over there and playing someone at cards. If you want to check if you are actually carrying a different rule set, it's really easy. Just attempt to play someone at cards and they should say something along the lines of, "Hey, you know different rules. Let's play a game with your rules and ours." Secondly, again, you want to ensure that the Queen of Cards is in Dollet, or this method won't actually work. You can do that by checking that she is in the Dollet pub. Now, once you've confirmed those two things, the first step is to head to the hotel and save your game. Step 2 is to hard reset the game, which means closing the game completely, going back to the PlayStation screen and launching the game again. Step 3, load your save, then exit and re-enter the hotel as fast as possible. Step 4, challenge the woman in green, but refuse 2 times in a row. Now to be perfectly clear here, you should never actually see the card screen. You just refuse before you even get into the game. Step 5, challenge her again and this time say yes. Now we're in the card screen, but now don't actually play the game. Instead, quit. Step 6, be amazed as the random rule is abolished. Now if the open rules spread instead of random being abolished, which might be the case if you are yet to play any cards in Dollet at all, go back to step 1 and perform the entire procedure again. This will abolish random. Congratulations on taking your first step into manipulating the RNG in Triple Triad. Oh, but you want more, don't you? So how about that elemental rule? Before we get to how to abolish it, I actually strongly recommend leaving elemental in Dollet until later on in the game. This will make more sense in upcoming videos when we tackle Golbardia. However, for the sake of knowledge and because we are tackling this region by region, here is how to abolish the elemental rule. Firstly, don't forget about that different rule set, we need that still. Secondly, again, ensure that the Queen of Cards is in Dollet, otherwise this method will not work. Step 1, head to the hotel and save the game. Step 2, hard reset the game. Step 3, load your save and then exit and re-enter the hotel as fast as possible 2 times. So you want to exit, pop back in, exit and pop back in. Step 4, challenge the woman in green and say yes. Then on the actual card screen, quit. Congratulations on abolishing the elemental rule. Now if you started this nice and early on in the game like I suggested earlier, the Bolom region should only have the open rule, and the Dollet region should have open and elemental, unless you really wanted to abolish elemental now. But again, I recommend leaving it there. You'll see why in a future video. In the next video, we'll tackle the same rule in Golbardia. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'm Has vs RPG, helping you maximize your RPG experience. Catch you guys on the next one for more rule abolishing.